but so, and I hate that this is what this is going to be about, but I hate drama, and there is some, a little bit. It shouldn't have been, but it is. And then it's Facebook drama. It's not exactly Facebook drama because I know the person in real life, but it started from Facebook caused it. This is the second big Facebook thing that has happened in my life. I'm thankfully reconnected with a friend who we had like a Facebook clash. It was a clash, not so much a misunderstanding, but a clash. And this was not with as nearly a close a friend, but still somebody I had met in person and who was a very close friend of a friend of mine. So reasonable real life significance. If it was just Facebook, I mean, who cares? Block them. Done. But anyway, so I referenced this other person, and in so doing, or either at the same time, I don't know, whatever, I was pruning the people I follow on Twitter. I can't believe this is such a social media thing that I'm talking about. But I was pruning people from Twitter, and I'd gotten to this person on my Twitter feed, and right kind of at the same time as this other conversation is going on in Facebook about with this person or sort of next to this person. And so I talked about, I just made a joke, kind of a disparaging joke. Not really, actually it wasn't even disparaging to me. It was just a joke on Facebook, but it was about the other person because that was the subject of the whole post. It wasn't any drama about that. But anyway, so then I posted, oh my gosh, or hey, also I just realized that so-and-so has like tens of thousands of Twitter followers, which is amazing to me. Number one, I don't know this person professionally, so don't know this person really through their talent per se, but they're well known, and not super well known, nobody get excited, but just, almost 100,000 followers on Twitter. How about, so that level of well known. But that seemed amazing to me. The only other person I've known before who had like a lot of Twitter followers had maybe around 20,000 or something like that. And that's because she's been on Twitter forever. And I'm sure plenty of other reasons as well. But so I thought that was amazing. So I was like, that's nuts. And then, I said, speaking about myself, who I don't know how many I have, maybe almost 300. But I said, I would have to do something controversial to get that many followers on Twitter. Meaning, that's crazy that I know someone who's got that many followers, and also, because I don't have talent or any real reason that anyone would follow me, I would have to, like, post nudes, I think I said, and do something controversial to get that many followers. And that was about me. Both of those things self-disparaging. That I know someone with that many Twitter followers. I don't know if that's disparaging, self-disparaging, but it was certainly amazing to me, was the point. Like, I said nuts, but I meant like crazy good or something. And then the controversy part was that no one's going to follow me for any other reason. But as it turns out, this person who I was speaking with took it the wrong way. Took it as like nuts that that person has so many followers, as in, why would you have so many followers? Because text does not have tone. And took it, and also about 10 years ago, I guess, kind of regionally, there was some controversy in this person's professional background. Honestly, I Googled it like about 6 months ago or so when the person moved back to the area, because I didn't know what everyone was talking about in terms of a controversy. So I Googled it, and I don't really remember what it was, and I haven't Googled it since. So it wasn't in the forefront of my mind that this person had any controversy in the past, which was about 10 years ago, by the way. 10 years ago, didn't know the person then, and also, just, I mean, just wasn't on my radar when I posted about the controversy thing. I was thinking about me and what I would have to do to get that many followers. But this person took it as, like referencing that controversial experience, that had happened, and, about the attitudes of people. So, I mean, obviously, and understandably, there's baggage connected to a controversial thing. And if you've already thought that the person was saying it's nuts that you have that many followers in a bad way, you would read the second part of that statement as negative. So anyway, this thing I'd meant kind of, like amazing and controversy related to what I would have to do to get Twitter followers turned into a negative connotation of nuts and controversy, like referencing that historical thing, or I suppose also saying that it's only the controversy that got you the followers, not your talent or, what you're known for, which is good, talented stuff. I mean, obviously, because there's a lot of Twitter followers, which should be evidence of that. So anyway, just total miscommunication. And I totally own the fact that what was said could be taken a different way. Although, to be fair, I mean, it wasn't even, how, like, if you're, like, I think, been successful at removing gender from referring to the person that this is mostly about, because I'm conscious of the fact that there is a gender and I am avoiding saying it. I might still accidentally, but I've been trying to avoid it. But you have to be conscious of what you're avoiding, right? That the controversy from that another person was involved in 10 years ago, not on the radar. And I don't mean that in a disparaging way. It's just, I mean, I don't think I can even be expected to keep track of what other people are going through all the time. I barely keep track of, like, what my close friends are going through. Like, I'll forget one of them's going to a funeral, but it just sucked. But I do own the fact that that was misinterpreted, but I don't think I could, can be expected to remember what happened in somebody's life 10 years ago, even if it was big and dramatic. Like, but anyway, it just sucked, because now there's like, I mean, definitely the way I perceive myself, the way whoever you are perceives me, those are different. And who's watching this video varies depending on what their impressions are and how they can relate or not relate to what I'm saying, or whether, I don't know. That just perceptions are different. But I'm okay, there's like varying degrees of difference. There's your perception of me and my perception of me, totally understand those. But then there's this person's perception of me, that I'm mean or passive aggressive or was judging the person or something like that. And I hate that. And mostly because I think we all want to be understood, which is why this person is probably hurt that I didn't understand where this person was coming from when I said those things. But if that person knew where I was coming from, that person would realize that I used the same words, but those things aren't those things that they thought I meant. And worse is that then, once, as you can see, I say lots of words, and so I didn't get down to, like, I get where your specific problem is, quoted the thing to me, and so I pointed out the two key areas there about the nuts and the controversy, and then the person wished me the best, and then defriended me on Facebook. Not blocked me, so could still read what I wrote, but probably won't. For me, I feel like this person already feels like I've done them wrong. I don't want to continue doing them wrong by reaching out to them in the various other ways that I could, like we have a mutual friend, various other social media things. I don't want to be stalker chick just so that this person understands me. because that's about me and not this person. But on the other hand, on the flip side of things, so there's that, and that just all sucks. But on the other hand, because I do try to see the positive, I feel really blessed by the people where this kind of thing has happened in the past. Like the friend I think I told you about that I sort of reconnected, with, after kind of a falling out. That's been good. Certainly, I think I've sent my mother an email before, either an email or possibly Facebook. Again, Facebook is dangerous. Where my tone was totally misinterpreted, but she's my mom, so she was willing to hear me out. This whole thing just makes me so grateful for the people who, even when they're hurt, feel disparaged, or mocked, will take that time and will even not only take that time to hear you out completely, but will take that time to really try to put themselves in the perspective you've presented to them as an alternate version of how these things could be interpreted, and really take the time and get it, and realize where you're coming from, and they get you, they understand you, and oh my god, what a blessing those people are. So if nothing else, I mean, this whole thing has sucked. I cried, then I was angry a bit, but mostly I'm just it just sucks to not be understood. And I'm gonna post this even though it's super long. I'm just really sad that a budding friendship didn't get to continue, because of communication and miscommunication. It really wasn't just, and I just have to live with the fact that this person doesn't understand that.